When did your entire class unite against a teacher? I was in English class when I grabbed my inhaler. Ms. Grant snatched it out of my hand. What do you think you're doing? We just came back from PE class, I wheezed. Asthma is psychological. She walked around and collected inhalers from me, Marcus, and Lily. When I was your age, my parents cured my fake breathing problems by making me run 5 miles. Now I'm doing the same for you. Katie shot up from her desk. Ms. Grant, I've seen her have attacks before. Sit down or you're getting detention. She locked all 3 inhalers in the med cabinet and pocketed the key. I had 20 minutes before I'd stop breathing for good. That's when she grabbed her heavy wooden desk, dragged it in front of the door, and sat on it. Nobody leaves until you 3 admit you're faking. Sarah raised her hand. But what if they're not faking? They are. Marcus was already turning red. Lily clutched her chest. It felt like someone was inflating a balloon inside me, squeezing out all the space where air should go. That's when my golden child twin brother Jake opened his stupid mouth. She's such a drama queen. Last year she faked an asthma attack to get out of the mile run. Ms. Grant's face lit up like Christmas morning. See? Even your own brother knows you're manipulating everyone. She reached behind her and twisted the deadbolt on the door before walking over to the windows. Click, she threw them all open. Fresh air and willpower. That's all you need. I doubled over, coughing. Please! Emma was crying now. Just let them use their inhalers. What if something happens? The only thing happening is a lesson in honesty. Mike stood up, ready to ram his way through the door. I'm getting out of here. He headed for the door. Grant didn't even move from her desk throne. Try it. You'll be expelled before you reach the handle. My ribs ached from the effort of breathing. That's when Aiden tried to secretly record on his phone. But Grant had teacher radar. She grabbed it and suddenly all the lights went off. Pitch black. Now you can't collaborate on your lies anymore. In the darkness, the panic hit full force. Multiple people were banging on their desks. Let us out! That was Jason. This isn't legal! Rebecca's voice, shrill with fear. Someone knocked on the door. Mr. Wang's voice came through muffled. Everything okay in there? Half the class screamed, no! Help us! She won't let us leave! Grant cracked the door just enough to stick her head out, using her body to muffle our cries. Just doing some dramatic reading. The lights are off for the atmosphere. I heard his footsteps fade away. You're all getting suspended! Grant roared. In the darkness, I heard her pull out a thermos. Real healing, she whispered to herself. I heard her fumbling around, knocking into desks. Someone yelped when she stepped on their foot. Where are you? She muttered. I tried to slide out of my chair quietly, but my wheeze gave me away. There you are. A hand landed on my shoulder, fingernails digging in. Drink this. It'll open your airways. I tried to resist, but I was already weak, dizzy from lack of air. Hot liquid poured into my mouth, burning, scalding. I screamed and choked. The mint mixed with my swollen throat triggered a coughing fit so violent I thought my ribs would crack. The lights flicked back on. My lips felt thick and numb. 3 girls were surrounding me, trying to help me sit up. You're insane! Katie screamed. They're dying! Something warm and metallic filled my mouth. Blood. Soon it was spotted all over my desk. Marcus was coughing blood too. Lily was barely conscious, making these tiny gasping sounds like a fish out of water. Anyone who makes a sound gets 2 weeks detention, but nobody cared about detention anymore. Sarah was sobbing, kneeling next to Marcus. Please wake up. Please wake up. Emma was going through everyone's bags, desperate for any medication. That's when it happened. Marcus, who'd been fighting the hardest, just stopped. He wasn't breathing. The class lost it. Even my twin Jake was shaking Marcus, slapping his face. Wake up! Wake up! At that point, my body wasn't mine anymore. I felt myself grab my history textbook, the thick one. I looked up at the ceiling. The sprinkler head hung there like a target. I pulled back and launched it with everything left in me. Crack! Water poured down on everyone. She scrambled toward me but slipped on the wet floor. You little! The fire alarm brought everyone running. Mr. Wang was back, pounding on the door. Open up! Fire evacuation! Grant was on the floor, soaked and screaming. The key had fallen from her pocket. I collapsed in the hallway. The cold tile felt so good against my burning face. Someone shoved an inhaler in my hand. The paramedics worked on Marcus for 20 minutes. Electric shocks that made his whole body jump. They pulled a white sheet over Marcus's face. He didn't make it. We all glared at each other with only one thought in mind. Grant had to pay. Full story on channel, link below.